Debbie Pickens.
I'm Riley Pickens. I'm going to be a sophomore at Eagle High. So me and my mom are really close. We like to goof around a lot. I call her Chica just for fun. And we're just really tight, and I can talk to her about a lot of things. I started freshman year. I had a lot of friends. They were good friends, but I did leave like some bad friends behind because they weren't doing the best decisions. So I developed like panic attacks from an accident in soccer. I was hit and I hyperventilated. I couldn't catch my breath, so I went to the hospital. And I would pass out, not breathe for a while, and they didn't know what was going on. So 2 days later, I was at the football game and I passed out. I stopped breathing, took me to the ER, all that, and I did tests, like I did a MRI, blood test. I just didn't know what was going on, but turns out it was panic attacks, and it was hard. I mean, I developed really bad depression from that, and it was really difficult. And I just felt like I didn't want to be alive sometimes. Throughout the year, I didn't want to talk to God. I was angry, and I felt like I was alone. Like, He wasn't helping me, and for 3 years now, I've been praying to God to be a better person, and I never really felt like I could do that or be better, be nicer.
So leading up to Riley going to camp, I was very much looking forward to it. I was hoping that she'd be able to come to know God and have Him fill her heart. And before that, she was an angry child, and she said we're very close, but she took a lot of it out on me. I was praying for her that she would come to know the Lord and that He would fill her heart, and so that she could come back a new person. As a parent, it breaks your heart to see your daughter so upset and to the point where she wasn't happy, and to see her go through these panic attacks. So I was hoping for that miracle, and we had it.
We went to Trinity Pines, and it was on a Wednesday night, 6/19/19. Mike had all of us girls go on our knees up against our chairs and just pray with our hands open. And I've never really done that before. And at that moment, I felt like something was just filling my hands with like love, and just my heart was full. And Mike told us to accept God into our hearts if we were ready, and I was ready. I said, God, I give up. I accept you in my heart. And at that moment, I felt Him inside of me, calling me to ministry also, and just me feeling like I'm happy again. I smiled for the first time and really meant it. And so after that, I've just been so different and just such a better person, and not for other people, but for God. And I don't do things for other people's attention. I do it for the love of God.
So fast forward to the day they came home from camp, and they were gone all week and couldn't use a cell phone. She left her cell phone at home, so I did not know what went on. And she ran up to me and she said, Mom, you'll never believe this. I'm a new person. I was like, oh, yay. And I didn't know what that meant. And she got in the car and she's like, for the first time, I accepted Jesus into my heart, and I'm changed, and I can feel it, and I know He's with me. And
then
so,
she started crying.
because that's what I do as a mom. So as the days went by, she seemed a totally different person. I saw her, she has a Bible, but she also has a Jesus Calling, and she was tagging things, and instead of when she gets anxious, she now says she pulls that out and starts to read it. And since that day, I'm happy to report she's not had an anxiety attack. So I know that He's working in her life. I see it in her attitude. She's much more pleasant to deal with. But I also see it in her friends, and that she's developed some incredible new friendships with other members of the youth group, and she's just continuing to grow in her faith, and she's a delight now to live with.
I just feel so much more confident in myself. Like, some things that I would do before I would never do. Like I'm just such a mindset. My mindset just shifted, and I just focused so much on God. I decided to go get a purity ring. It's just, I felt like God, it's in the Bible that, it's good to say pure and it's a sin not to, but another thing was, it's just, I don't need to do that before marriage because the love of God just fills me, and I know when I'm married that's when the time is going to happen. And my ring means a lot to me because it resembles like God is the center of my life. And yeah.
Okay, I can't do this.
Why are you like crying?
No, I can't do it. I get embarrassed.